Good afternoon, everybody. We are back again with CDO Magazine for another terrific hour or so with a top leader in data and data science, Carrie Cobb, who's the Chief Data Officer of Blackbaud. I'm sure all of you know Blackbaud is just a terrific company. Carrie's been there about 20 years or so. We couldn't be more pleased to have her with us today. Carrie, great to see you again.
Thank you. Thank you for having me today.
Why are CDOs having such difficulty? Everybody's talking about, the average tenure of a CDO is 2 years less. I hear it at every one of these conferences I go to. Tired of hearing it. I think it's about the business value, but you have your own views. I think some of our views are similar, but you've been doing this a long time. So why have you been successful?
Yeah, a couple of things. I think always tying what you do to the business value is incredibly important. Whether that is the outcomes that you're driving, right? The outcomes that we're driving to the social impact community, the concept to market timeframes that we have here, or the sales attainment, whatever those business measures are, I think is critical. I think we have a whole lot of support from our leadership team on the differentiation that is data, the differentiation that is our unique skill set, the differentiation that comes from our technology and expertise around data science. I think when you combine making sure that you have the right, speak the right, constantly talk about the right business value, and you have that leadership support, that it really is a differentiator to the company and the customers that you serve, it's a beautiful, beautiful connection. I've been very, very lucky in our leadership team seeing that value that data can bring to the table.
And I think they've probably been very lucky having you in leading some of that value creation as well. So it's probably quite symbiotic, is my hunch. But a little hat tip to you, Carrie Cobb, and to your leadership team for sure. Who are the winners and the losers in the technology world, in your view, over the next sort of 5 years, particularly considering this pace of this inexorable pace of change, it seems?
Yeah, I think it goes back to your statement on curiosity. I think the companies that are willing to be curious, willing to set up programs that are empowering their employees on experimentation practices, learning how to ask questions, learning the technology landscape around them, making sure that that there's training that meets every single employee where they are in their journey. We need to be investing in our employee base in order to, again, amplify their impact. Just like we want to amplify the users of our software, we want to make sure that we're amplifying our employee impact as well.
How are you as this is a great point, but how are you as the Chief Data Officer accessing, all those disparate views across Blackbaud so that you can amplify them and get that into the discussion? Can you share a little bit about? I think it's a very interesting point.
Yeah, we have an entire training and empowerment program dedicated to AI. So it can be as simple as making sure that our engineering excellence program has the most up-to-date persona-based training, so that it's meeting our engineers and data scientists where they are. It's also meeting someone who wants to go into that type of role as well on their journey. We have curated libraries for our employee base, again, so we're meeting them in their role, where they are on this journey, to make that accessible training to them, make them comfortable with all of the technology around them. And then we have collaborative developer programs. So it could be on business intelligence, it could be on AI, it could be on generative AI. You can come to the table with an experiment of how you can change a role, a function, a piece of work with some sort of technology. And then we provide you with all of the training that you could possibly need. You have a peer cohort so that you can lean on others who are experimenting at your same pace. And we provide you with all of the the resources that you need, whether it's engineering, data science, privacy, governance, ethics, all of that is surrounding that cohort as well.
I mean, that sounds like a major initiative and a major investment in in data excellence program and an AI excellence program. I've not heard of too many folks doing that, to be honest with you.
It's incredibly energizing, not only to the employees who are leaning in and learning so much, but it's really exciting from the engineering and data science side as well to think differently, to look at experiments we never would have thought of, and work on this together. So I think our training and empowerment program has been a really, really fulfilling project for our Data Intelligence Center of Excellence.
I mean, that is an extraordinary initiative that you guys have going. Okay, Ms. Cobb, let me ask you a question. Where are we going in AI and machine learning and data science over the next, sort of 5 years? And I know that is putting you on the spot. So
No, I have no idea, and that is part of the fun. If we knew exactly where the world was headed in 5 years, it wouldn't be that exciting, right? It's going to be really interesting to take all of these amazing tools and technologies and see how we can change the world around us, see all of the areas we never thought we could get into, the things we didn't think we could change. I think that's the most creative, exciting art of the technology space right now.
Yeah, I think my
clearly
sense
I'm the
is,
optimist, right? I'm the
oh
optimist.
yeah,
That
well,
is
I think you got to be.
technology is so creative and
Yeah,
artistic, and
yeah.
we can solve amazing problems with it. But
I think it'll kind of be like the cell phone. People used to care about whether they had GSM or CDMA or this or that, and now nobody thinks about those protocols.
right.
And I think if we can get that, as you point out correctly, the privacy and the data governance and all that other stuff correct, I think this will be part of how companies do business, and will have a major role, in that. But I do agree that it's difficult to, given the pace of change, to see that out. The importance of organizations being able to adapt. What do you think as you look forward?
Absolutely critical. Absolutely critical. I think, we need to be celebrating change, giving our employees the training opportunities to learn the skills that we all need in order to adapt. It's really hard for all of us. So making sure that we have the tools in our toolbox to do that will be critical for each and every one of us moving forward.
Well, I hope our listeners across the globe and our viewers across the globe enjoyed this conversation with Carrie Cobb, clearly one of the leaders in data and AI and ML in the United States and frankly, globally. Her insights here today about curiosity and adaptation and willing to change are absolutely vital in a world where technology's pace of change is just accelerating inexorably. Carrie, I want to thank you very, very much. Any final words for our viewers and listeners?
No, thank you. Thank you so much for spending time with me today to chat through something that is impacting each and every one of us, whether it is in our work life or, like I said, a lot of us are talking about it at the kitchen table, right? At dinner time, it's impacting each and every one of us. So I appreciate it. I appreciate the time and look forward to all that we in this community are going to do with this beautiful balance of technology and art moving forward.
On behalf of all of our listeners and the board of CDO Magazine, I want to thank Carrie Cobb for a fantastic session with us today, and we look forward to seeing her again in the future. Thanks, Carrie.
Thank you.